Hello, YouTube. Just a little something different today. Real World Police have released a couple of one-hour interviews with our hero, Jeremy DeWitt, Mr. Stolen Valor himself. And the very first part of the second video, and I took an audio clip out of it, and I'll play that for you here in just a second. Mr. Major Special Forces jumped into Fallujah, Riser Pop, Jeremy DeWitt actually admits he was never in the Army. Imagine that. Of course, this picture that I'm going to show you as well shows him in an officer's dress uniform with Special Forces all over it. He's got the crossed arrows, and, you know, yeah, he's full of shit. And he actually just admitted it. So virtually you can't believe anything this clown says. He's a pathological liar. And I get pretty upset about Stolen Valor. I'm a retired master sergeant from the U.S. Army. I was a military policeman. And I get a little pissed when people parade around trying to make themselves look great for everybody else, trying to adorn some type of approval from other people for fake military service. It's kind of like pissing on my brothers and sisters that gave their life for our country. So that's why I get a little pissed about it. Some people say, oh, it's just, so what? They're dressing up. It's their First Amendment right, blah, blah, blah. Well, yep. And it's our right to out them as phonies. And that's why I don't mind doing these videos. So here's the audio clip with a little photo, and I'll come back in.
You ever been in the military?
I have.
You were in what branch?
Army.
The Army. When were you in the Army?
I wasn't actually in the Army. I was actually certified and trained, and then I
No,
did private details.
No, what I'm asking you, have you ever been in
never
the United
States
States
into the United
military?
States Army.
You were
However,
never sworn into the
Army
military.
Trained me, and then the details that I do.
But that doesn't make you in the military.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so
So wait, so you're a contractor for the government? That would be the only way.
I was a contractor.
All right, because I'm retired from the military, so
Okay.
that's why I did intel, so I kind of know about a lot of the
Great court.
secret, top secret clearance stuff.
Never had top secret clearance because I was a nobody and I was a felon.
Okay,
But I do know that I did my times, and I did my times overseas, just where I met my wife in Egypt and things like that nature.
So you worked for the federal government?
Never
overseas.
worked for the federal government. I worked for a
the
private
Army.
company.
So
Never in the Army.
Like who did you work for then?
I worked for private companies that contracted us to do things overseas.
yeah, give me a name of the company.
I worked for
Blackwater?
no, never worked for Blackwater.
There's Blackwater, there's Black Op. Did you work for Black Op?
No, I never worked for Black Op. Never worked for Triple Canopy. Never. It was not Dyna Group either. Dynacorp. I don't even remember. I went overseas for Egypt, worked over there, and worked with them, and
With Egypt.
that is correct.
Who was the contractor in Egypt?
It was U.S. protection. No, it wasn't. I don't remember.
Okay.
What
It was
did you
in
do?
2004. So
What did you do?
I just was overseas.
So somebody trained you to do something to
I was
go
a nobody
overseas.
corporal.
If you were a nobody, then what did you do? You didn't have a clearance, so it's not like you
You're
can't
right.
tell me about it.
It's okay.
So there you have it. In his own words, never in the military. And he says he was some kind of a contractor in Egypt. Really? He was doing something for a contract company that was contracted to the U.S. Army, and the Army trained him. Well, news for you. Army doesn't train contractors. Army hires contractors for their expertise to do things. I did a quick search through the contract databases and stuff. Unless he was slinging eggs at the DFAC, or I don't know. I mean, there really was no job for anything he's trying to say he did, which is something, whatever that may be, in Egypt. Just wasn't happening. We did have some of the Sinai missions going on early in the 2000s. We used to do Bright Star when I was at Fort Bragg years ago on airborne status. The 82nd to go over and do Bright Star in the Sinai Peninsula. And we've had military troops, U.S. military troops, that have been over there and trained over there and supported Egypt. However, this shitbag has never supported anything except his own ego. So anyway, hey, if you've got somebody out there that is professing to be some big, giant military hero and you may not believe them, you can get a hold of me on Facebook, MSG Retired. Leave me a comment here with a generic email address and I'll get a hold of you. Also, my website, msgretired.com. You can go on there, leave a comment or send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to assist you with a Freedom of Information Act request, an SF-180. You can get that sent in. Right now, it's taking a little bit of time for them to come back, but I've done dozens and dozens of records requests, and out of all the ones I've done, I've had one that came back as a true, everything he said was true. One. A lot of guys, I get back letters that say, who? Because they never served a day in their life. Very much like Jeremy. Guardians of the Green Beret have already checked into that. Especially because he was claiming 18 series, which are special forces. And, well, by his own admission now, and the photo of him wearing a special forces officer's uniform, man, I wish there was somebody there that day that could have confronted him. Because, hey, I believe in Throat Punch Thursday, but that's just me. I don't condone violence, but at times it may be needed. Anyway, hope you enjoy this, a little bit away from my normal motorcycle content, but still, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to get notifications of any new uploads, and a thumbs up wouldn't be bad either. So other than that, remember, if you're out riding, keep the shiny side up, rubber side down, and have yourself a great day.